Alright, episode 10 of Samurai Jack, season 5. So if you've seen my Conquering Your Inner Demons video from yesterday, you may already know what I'm about to say. So things from episode 9 left us in a very dire situation with Jack, Ashi, and Aku, and a situation in which it's very difficult to think of, and it's difficult to see how these characters are going to survive this and defeat Aku. So this is the final episode of Samurai Jack unless they decide to throw us a major twist and continue the series one way or another. So either one or all of these characters are gonna die, or they're going to win, have a happy ending, or they're going to win and have a bittersweet ending. So one way in which they could end the show, which as we saw in last episode, Ashi was taken over by the Aku side of her. Jack could get his sword back, kill Ashi, then kill Aku, and win the day. Who knows how he's gonna get to the past. This is probably not going to happen since we've seen Jack give up his sword, he'd rather give up than hurt Ashi again. Basically sacrificing all of the past, everything he's gone through is now for nothing. And part of me thinks that this is kind of a ploy for Aku to let his guard down. Now, I do understand why he decided to give up. He'd rather give up than hurt Ashi again, or kill Ashi. But I, for one, do feel like he gave up too soon without trying more options. So this led me to think that it is to try and trick Aku. So he tricks Aku, kills Aku, thereby Aku is no longer in existence, therefore he has no more control over Ashi, even though that essence might still be inside her. It's now dormant due to Aku not existing anymore, because she was absolutely fine before they made contact. And who knows, maybe she'll retain some of Aku's powers and be able to open a portal. There's so many possibilities here, it's crazy. Now, of course, we have seen the Scotsman in this season, and we have yet to see him other than that one episode where he became a phantom and said he was gonna go help Jack or something like that. But it seems very weird to have something like that in there and not revisit it later. Just like with Scaramouche's quest, he ended up in the ocean, and I thought it was weird if they wouldn't visit it later, and they came back to it. So I think they're going to come back to the Scotsman in some way, shape, or form, and he possibly has been gathering this whole time an army of Jack's friends to go help him out and go give him support. And I think this would be the pinnacle of feel-good endings here, with all of Jack's friends, all of the people he's helped, gathering together, going up against the monstrous Aku, helping Jack gain the courage and overcoming this part of him that's kind of giving up because he doesn't want to hurt Ashi. You know, this army could hold off Ashi while Jack goes and attacks Aku. I think this is probably the most practical way to do it, because it seems difficult for Jack himself to fend off Dark Ashi and Aku at the same time, especially since Aku has Jack's sword. So I think the Scotsman is at least going to come in, knock the sword out of Aku's hand or something like that, or distract one of them, and Aku's going to get his sword back, and I think he is going to defeat Aku. In terms of Ashi's fate, like I said, if you saw my previous video, then you know what I'm about to say. I think she is going to overcome this darkness that's inside her using this light side of her. And they may even, because they've done it a couple times in the past, visually match what Jack was doing during the Aku infection to what Ashi does in this episode, with her surrounded by darkness. She is this very little but bright light of good and hope, and she kind of slashes away the darkness and shatters the Aku side of her, overcoming that evil with her good nature. That would be very epic, very symbolic, and I personally think that is what is going to happen. At least I hope that's what's going to happen, because if she dies, I'm going to be upset. So my predictions basically are, Scotsman's going to show up either alone or with an army of Jack's past friends to help him out. He's going to get his sword back somehow. Ashi is going to overcome the evil that's inside her. And then all together, everybody together, keep Aku from fleeing, because that's what always happens. Aku is able to flee because Jack is fighting him by himself. And by keeping him there, Jack will be able to finally defeat him. Now, in terms of the time travel, will he make it back to the past? He could make it to the past. Him and Ashi could go together to the past. Of course, depending on what kind of time travel logic they're working with, if he kills Aku in the past, then none of that stuff will have happened, and Ashi wouldn't exist and everything. So if it creates a separate timeline kind of thing, then Ashi will still exist, of course. Or Jack could go back by himself, destroy Aku, and it'll be bittersweet because he'll have to say goodbye to all of his friends, and of course he'll have to say goodbye to Ashi if she's still alive. What I think is going to happen is that there is no way back in time, at least for now. Because in real life, we can't go back to change the past. And I think that it'll be very symbolic if Jack finally accepts this, because there's numerous times in the series where he's thinking about the past and wishing he could change it, but he just can't. And that'll be very symbolic to us because we as human beings can't change mistakes that we've done, can't change events that have happened. So I think they're going to be stuck in the future, which is going to be kind of sad because however many years it's been, all those people suffering from Aku, but now we can actually start with a clean slate and starting from this point, start making the world a better place from here on without the evilness of Aku. So that's my prediction for what will happen. They will be stuck in the future. But as I said, there's so many possibilities, so many combinations of possibilities. It's very difficult to predict. But this is what I think will happen, or at least what I'm hoping will happen. And who knows, maybe they'll have a spin-off series with Samurai Ashi. I think that would be really awesome. But as always, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you like Samurai Jack or Dragon Ball, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I've got more Samurai Jack and Dragon Ball videos coming in the future, and even some fun cooking videos too. So as always, share the video with friends, comment with your thoughts, predictions, theories, whatever below in the comments, and of course, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.